What is up, people? I am almost certainly real. Back at it again here with Halftime Heroes. Huge patch. There is new levels, custom heroes. That's what we're looking at right now. There's equipment, all sorts of balance changes. But unfortunately, my 500 million gold I had diligently saved up was removed, some kind of a bank run. So we're here with a custom hero. I was trying to farm up a little bit more gold to unlock some of the new stuff, and found a cool combo I thought you guys might like. So we got the Cleric. This is casts all spells when taking damage. I didn't really use that last time, so I wanted to play around with that. And then we've got this Meteor Strike. So a meteor falls from the sky and burns the ground, causing huge damage. And it says very high cooldown. No, it does not have a very high cooldown, because we're just going to constantly spam it by taking damage. That's kind of what we're going for. One thing to keep in mind is we can't, so this cleric thing doesn't work with ultimate skills. There are skills you get when you combine different skills, or I guess different skills unlock stuff. There's also all these different portraits here, some waifus and I guess husband foos? Not sure. Let's go with the pirate. That looks like fun. Return, and let's go start. We will turn on Greed is Good, 100% gold gain. That's kind of what we're looking to do. 100% damage received, kind of bad for us because we're going to get hit a lot, but I don't think it matters that much, and we're going to crank up that game speed. I'm going to do it on the first level. I'm going to explore these, trying to go deeper in the game a little bit longer, but just kind of wanted to show you guys how I farmed up my gold here, and I'm going to take luck. So one interesting change is this here is always going to be a stat point. And I'm going to crank luck. I want to get my chest dice up to plus 8 or plus 9. I'm not sure which. Agility, sure. And that is very nice, because that means we don't actually have to unlock very many skills. It's going to take us a second to get the meteor AoE until we get the first boss. Kill the first boss and get those chest upgrades. I think we're going to be a little bit weird here. Gonna have to play a little bit cagey, but then we're gonna go kind of crazy here. Let me just take strength. I want to get a little bit of strength and agility, but mostly want to pick up that early luck, so we can get not quite guaranteed, but almost guaranteed to get the sort of three chests. That's how we're gonna get levels for the meteor. The probability of us actually getting meteor in our natural level ups is kind of low, and I'm honestly kind of too, so I could be re-rolling and looking for it. There we do. We got it right there. But I'm kind of too lazy to do that. So yeah, we're just kind of looking to run into the enemies, take one hit, and then let that meteor go down, and we can kind of just stand in the middle of the meteor. But do kind of want to ideally put it very close to the portal, if not on top of it. And once we get more levels, it'll be a little bit easier, because we'll get more AoE on it, and we'll probably pick up a little bit of intelligence here or there. So luck modifier 7. Let's see if we get ourselves. Yeah, I think that gets us this. I guess it's not 3 chests, but it is the better looking chest. Claim reward. And we get a lot more gold with these chests. And this is kind of what we're going for. Is I noticed the chest gold seems to be more than what you get from killing stuff. And so I'm just trying to get through the levels super, super quickly. Intelligence, yeah, why not? We talked about that. Do I want to go up? I think I want to go up to plus 8 on my chest size, and then we will start going in on that strength and agility. Beautiful. And then we can just kind of run over to the next portal, take a hit or two, and roll for luck here. Let's keep going. There, we're at plus 8, and now strength and agility is what we'll go for. Agility has movement speed. That's going to let us get to the portals and kind of kill them off faster. And then also it has damage reduction. One annoying thing in this game is, I'll show you when we level up, but you gain invulnerability when you level up. And that can actually be a little bit dangerous, because you can be like, oh, I'm not getting hit at all, and you get kind of surrounded by enemies. Because if we're taking, like, if we're in the middle of a pack, we'll definitely, we'll definitely die. I don't know about this early if we would definitely die. I think the meteors will come down fast enough, but later on, the enemies do reasonable amounts of damage, and we got to be a little bit careful about that. Let's go ahead and, yeah, agility, absolutely. But kind of thought it was fun to do this like sort of a one skill build. You can also do this with electrostatic, and that upgrade is a little bit safer, but I think a little bit less fun. That was one of the other things I played around with. You don't get as many meteor levels. If you do that, it's a little tough because you're kind of getting a bunch of other upgrades at the same time. If you want to get health, the health drops are actually a really good way to regen. You can kind of see them on the ground. It's a little bit tough to see them with the meteor, but now we got enough levels in it where it's starting to be quite a bit bigger. We're going to get a little bit of intelligence here or there. I mostly actually just kind of want agility, just so we can run over to these portals a little bit faster. The faster I can get to a portal, the closer I can put those meteors to it, and the faster we will get kind of to the next portal. Okay, I think we just killed the boss there. Luck, I think I'm good on. I think +8 is basically very low chance that we ever don't get the super chest there. And I don't think like it gives us, I'll get a point into it to show you guys. It gives us a little bit of extra gold, but not enough, I think, really to be worth it. I'd rather just get through the levels faster, get more of those chests, get a little bit deeper into the game. Yeah, you can see there, those meteors go a little bit ham, but we do have to be a bit careful about taking damage. So start to kind of alternate between the strength and health. And I think later on I might actually even pick up electrostatic just for a little bit of close range defense once we get enough levels from the chests. What am I doing? Oh, right, strength and agility. Let's just go back and forth on those two. Okay, yeah, there's that invulnerability I have to be very careful about. I forget about it. Is that after you level up, you're sort of invulnerable there, and you're kind of like, I'm like, oh, I guess I can run into these enemies because I'm not taking damage. But it's actually just because we have those invulnerability phase up. And I definitely don't want to get surrounded. But yeah, you can see that burn it applies is it's just like it's killing everything. We can just kind of stand next to that portal. Oh, there's also tomes that drop is another new thing here. I'm definitely going to work on, I think after this, I'm going to try to figure out how we can go super deep into the last level there. I jumped into it a little bit just to test this build, and the enemies do a lot of damage, so I don't think that this is going to work out for that. Sure, strength, why not? And by the magic of video editing, we are now on wave 149. Not a whole lot different happened there in the last little bit. Kind of this same tactic where we go ahead and get hit once and then use those meteors, but we're definitely taking a lot more damage now. You can see the boss come out here, and yeah, we no longer one-shot the bosses, so it's not as easy. We kind of got to be running around a lot more, doing a lot more dodging compared to early on where we could be, I mean, we couldn't run straight into the enemies, but almost. And getting kind of a little bit low there. It was probably around wave 100 where we had to start slowing down a little bit, and then kind of wave 140 where we had to start slowing down quite a lot. You can see here that we're really not moving through the levels in the same speed that we were before, and we've got ourselves another chest, 14,000 gold there. So you notice that the chest gold does not really seem to ramp up. So potentially going really deep into the game, we can get better gold per minute. But yeah, you can see those guys just do so much damage to us there. It's just like very, very dangerous here. And boom, just 1 or 2 hits and we're down for the count. But that is pretty good gold. I think we got about 10K a minute. That is in-game time though, so that's not counting. I don't think the time that you spend picking upgrades actually counts, but I could be wrong about that. This here now is a little bit of a shorter run. Same map, kind of same idea, except using Stormcaller, and we do pick up the meteor as well. But my thought was sort of like we could go a little bit faster. So we didn't pick up Blank Slate there at the beginning. If you notice, that gives us 50% experience gain, but lower starting stats. I think overall it's very good. But we kind of don't want levels because those give us those invulnerability phases. And yeah, that is just not what we want, right? There's the meteor. The meteor, I think, just does really good damage for the bosses, but we want the Stormcaller because it does damage immediately. That meteor has sort of that, I don't know, 1 second there where it's falling down versus the Stormcaller basically starts doing damage immediately. So my thought here was I could kind of do a run where I just kept going until I couldn't anymore. Just full on running into the enemies, not really taking care of my life at all, because early on they do very little damage and we kill them off very quickly there with those storm collars. Let's speed it up here though for a little bit, and then we will jump to kind of the end where I die off. I think Stormcaller is the best skill for this, but I didn't really test everything. There is that 18,000 gold we're looking for, and you can see here just a minute in on the timer. I think that's a pretty high amount. I want to say the average is maybe like 15k, something like that. Not sure exactly, but pretty quick there. You can see we are creeping up here on level 10. But yeah, the rest of the run kind of looks pretty much like this. We just run around looking for the portals. That's kind of the difficult part, is actually finding the portals quick enough. There's level 10. Get ourselves some extra stat points, and let's go ahead and jump ahead there to the last couple minutes. Okay, so magically we are level 27 now on wave 59. Pretty similar here, just trying to stand on top of those portals. Picked up some agility for move speed, and we do a pretty quick work of that boss, but no longer one-shotting. And you can see we're definitely taking a lot more life. The health drops are definitely a huge part of our regen. There's another chest, 21,000 there on that one, just rolling through those super quickly. And yeah, you can see that just kind of running on top of the portals, get one of those bombs down, and then kind of stand to the side and hopefully pick up a little bit of health. But we're definitely getting chunked down now. Ooh, 144. Yeah. But you can see there we are 8 minutes on the timer. We're on wave 67, so not quite 1 minute per 10 waves, but pretty close. And we're kind of in the danger zone. Definitely could have died there. I think I have some meta progression that heals me up to half life once I drop to 0. Yeah, there. Okay, that just procced right there. So we are on our dying legs. If I was doing multiple runs of this, probably would just decide to kill it at 60, in terms of just not having the risk of bricking in between chests, right? You kind of want to end on a chest that is going to be the most efficient thing. I don't think we actually do that. I think I die somewhere sort of halfway in between. I think we get the next boss, though. Here comes the boss there. And okay, so I guess we just insta-killed that one. There's some bosses that have a lot more life and other ones have very low life. It's a little bit weird. Looks like we got 18k out of that chest there. And yeah, definitely a little bit dangerous, kind of relying on getting enough health drops to get back up to full health, and playing a little bit slower now. I can sort of see there we're a little bit less risky in terms of running straight in, kind of running down the side there. And yeah, that's it. We get ripped there. 9 minutes, 96,000, so slightly above 10k per minute. With reaching wave 73, we would have got 7 chests, and that 96 divided by 7 is actually only like almost 14k. So maybe the chests don't drop quite as much as I thought they did, because we definitely got some amount of gold from killing the enemies and picking that up, but I think most of it came from the chests. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will probably do some more runs in this game, try to go deeper on the final level, see what we can come up with there to try and get like a high level, maybe get some of the higher tier equipment. There's like level 5 equipment that you can get on that last level. The equipment seems to just mostly give plus stats, so nothing like crazy like new features, but there is the chance to get like a lot of bonus stats, bonus luck, strength, intelligence, that kind of stuff. The game is, I think, about $3, so I think a pretty good value for what you get. Maybe not the most balanced, but we still got to play around. I will have a link in the description, and please like, comment, and subscribe.